Hi, I'm Jazz and thank you for stopping by my channel today. I'm going to show you a method to save your wigs, save you money, and restore those old wigs. So you know those wigs that are shedding, balding, looking like screen door, all that stuff. I'm going to show you how to save your wigs by adding hair to the wigs by using the ventilation method. So if you're interested, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and we're gonna start right now. One of the first things you're gonna need is a ventilation needle. So there are two types of needles that you can use to ventilate your wig. One is an Asian needle, which is the kind that I use, and there's also a German needle. So a German needle is a little bit longer and an Asian needle is a lot smaller. And you can get that from Amazon. I even saw it online for Walmart, and they're pretty inexpensive. So this is what the Asian needle looks like. As you can see, like a small hook on the end there. It comes with 4 different packs of needles, well, sizes of needles. So they look like this. And it's numbered 1 through 4. And basically that's how many strands can fit on each needle. So if you want just 1 strand, you would use the one that's like 1. It goes all the way to 3 to 4 strands. The one that I use was between 2 to 3. And what you'll also need is a bundle of hair. The wig is 20 inches and this bundle is 22 inches. And you'll also need a spray bottle of water. So what I'll do is I'll take about 1 inch, cut it off, and then I'll cut it off from the weft. So the part that you cut at the top with the weft, make sure that this part stays upward and you're using this part to attach, not the bottom, because you don't want your wig to have upside down hair follicles. That wouldn't be good. So once you cut the wefts off the hair, you can do it one of 2 ways after that. You can take the hair and you want to use about 2 inches of the hair and you want to fold it downward like that and then create a loop like this. But you want to make sure that the loop is pretty small. You don't want it to be any bigger than that, any bigger than like your pinky. When you're latching it onto the needle, you don't want to have a whole bunch of hair like this, because it'll get like loose, and the tighter the knot, the easier it is to latch it onto the actual lace. So you can do it that way or you can do it this way. So what I do is, and it may take a little bit longer, but this is just how I do it. This way is very helpful when you're latching, but I can't do it for whatever reason. So I basically take a thing of hair like this, spread it out like so, and I'll put it on my knee with the top hairs facing forward so I don't get it mixed up. Then what I'll do is I'll take the hair, if you can see it, and I will literally pull from the bottom. I'll put the rest of the hair on my leg. Usually the longest hairs hang at the bottom, right? So I'll just take like 3 strands and I'll literally put the rest on my lap. And I like doing it this way also because some of the hairs when you cut the weft are a lot shorter. So you could be using like really short pieces of hair if you do it the first way that I showed you. But basically I'll take my hairs, I'll literally fold it. See, it's about 2 inches, and I'll make my loop. If you can see it, it's like a really small loop. I'll make it that small. So I will show you exactly what I mean. Before we get into that, a lot of videos that you'll see when you type in like ventilation method, which I think a lot of people are unaware of this method. When you see a lot of videos on YouTube, you're gonna see people ventilating hair on just a piece of lace with no actual hair around it. So I'm going to show you how to ventilate on an actual wig that already has hair on it. And so that's why I want to explain the method in case you're not able to catch it while I am ventilating the wig. The method that we're going to use is under, over, V, down, pull. Now that might not make a lot of sense, but once we start to ventilate, I will show you exactly what I mean. You find a hole in the lace. All this I feel like needs to be redone, so but you find a piece, and if it's hard because there's other hair, you can take the needle lightly, because again, you can rip this lace so easy with this needle. See, it catches on so easy to things. But to make it easier, just use a spray bottle and just use your hand if you need to like get to a certain piece, but there's like random little hairs. Just take your needle and just move it out the way like a comb, because I feel like there's a lot of videos that show how to do this, but they're not showing it on the actual like wig. They're just showing you on like a patch of lace, and it's, to me, it's like it works because you can probably see it better, but if you're on an actual wig, this is what it's gonna look like. So, and see, it's so easy to get caught on the lace with this needle. So what I'm gonna do is, I found one that I want to add hair to. So you're gonna go under a piece, have your needle come back up, take your hair, loop it, and pull tension, not a lot, just a little, so it doesn't come off. And you're gonna pull under, and that's a little tricky, but once you start to do it a lot, it'll be easier. Then you're gonna take the hair and you're gonna wrap it around the needle, and then what I do is I pull the needle downward and I use my finger to hold it because sometimes it comes loose. Then you're gonna take it and pull. Over, V, down, pull, done. So here's some more work that I've done on it. As you can see, the hair is getting thicker and thicker, and that line right here is getting smaller and smaller. All right, so I've worked on it some more, and this is pretty much the outcome. So I'm gonna do a little bit more here in the back. I'm gonna add a little bit more here in the back. I'm just gonna add a little bit more in the back here, just to fill it in. And let me tell you, my next hair video is gonna be a game changer. So definitely stay tuned, because honey, again, under the lace, pull, swoop under, I'll make a V, pull it a little over, swoop it on the end, turn it down, pull through. Under the lace, hook it, small tension, swoop under, make that V. Hope y'all can see that. Make that V, swoop it one time. As you can see, turning it downward. I always push my finger on it because my hand is not steady, but don't push. You see, and it came out because you're taking too long. You got to do it like in one motion. But one time I pushed the needle into my finger. You could probably see the little hole right there, but it didn't hurt. That's why you got to be careful. And also, again, don't go rough on the lace, because once you rip it, it's ripped. So you have to be very careful. Keep that weft that I cut in the same direction, just put it on my knee. I'll literally take hair about this much, if you can see it, I don't know. I'll take 3 strands, put the rest of the hair on my knee, pull them up, make sure that they're even. You probably can't see what I'm doing, so I'll probably do it. About 2 inches of hair, make that loop. And you want to get a good grasp of the loop at first, because you need to hook it, and you don't want to have too much. You don't want it to be like this and trying to catch it on to the needle. You want to have a small amount of room. Hook it onto the needle, go under, not go under, pull up, go over, I guess. Go, wait, let me see, go under, pull it up, I don't know, wrap it around once, pull the needle down, and go through the middle of the hair, pull, and that's it. So this is the final look. As you can see, it looks so much better than it did. I could still go in even more and continue to add hair, but I'm just gonna stop right here. This is the finished product. Now, as you can see, that looks a lot better than it did. It looks more natural, it looks fuller now. And what I also did once I finished, I took some Anastasia brow pomade and I basically filled in around the part just so that it looks even fuller. And then I took some concealer and I basically put my color on the part as well. And I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like on. Okay, so this is the finished look. As you can see, it's not probably the most perfect, but it's, you know, it's good enough. And again, once you learn how to do this, honestly, possibilities are endless. Like, you can continue to add hair on any type of wig at that point. I really just, I cut small layers in the front a little bit. I'm probably gonna go back in more and cut some more layers in it. But overall, I'm satisfied with it. Again, once you learn how to ventilate, you will save hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of dollars. It is a very tedious thing to do. However, once you learn it though and you get in the groove of it, it's really just like riding a bike, and you will learn a skill that you can either make money from or you can just keep your weight up, however you want to do it. Definitely hope this was helpful for you all. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you tune into my next video because I'm telling you it's going to be a game changer. I found some good stuff on some wig secrets, so don't miss my next video. But until I see you guys again, I will see you later. Ciao.